Good morning. Good morning. Oh, welcome to For Your Morning Coffee, the morning chat, talk, whatever show. I do need to think of something to say at the start of this and not just, ad-lib it at the start every time. Welcome to the thing that we do in the morning to try and spread a little bit of positivity, a little bit of happiness, have some good discussions, and then set you on your way for the day to be a little bit more happy, a little bit more positive, maybe. Today's topic is all about gaming. We've had E3 over the previous weekend, and it's time to talk games. What games we're looking forward to. If we were happy, sad, are we looking forward to the next gen of consoles? Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, that's what we're going to talk about today. But good morning, chat. Jeff, Super Dragon, Geezer. Good morning, CWP. What's up, man? Good morning. So, little recap on yesterday. We had a big day for streaming yesterday. I didn't realize that we did as much as we did. We would have done more if it wasn't for the PS network going down, which also apparently Instagram went down yesterday as well. So we had the other day, maybe a week or two ago, when did Instagram and Snapchat go down? Oh no, it was Google. So it was YouTube, wasn't it? YouTube went down. So I think once again, maybe some kind of Google services going down. I don't know if Instagram is Google services though, but who knows? Ended playing Project Cars 2. Well, it's not the worst game to have to play if something else doesn't work for you. But it was a shame. But the thing is, we actually had some good fun on Gran Turismo. We tried a little bit of Le Mans practice because we were going to do the 1 hour at Le Mans. But obviously no one could sign in. We got super, super lucky by signing into PlayStation, apparently. So there you go. Didn't do that. We did a couple of really weird races around Tsukuba. One person in the Ford F-150 Raptor and everyone else in minis. There was only 6-7 of us. And it was so funny. The one person in the Raptor had to stop everyone else getting past. We said we were calling him Trump and all of the little minis immigrants. It was very, very freaking funny. It was super funny. I haven't laughed like that on Gran Turismo Sport for a while. So that was really fun. Morning, Mike Potts. But in the morning, we did our coffee stream. We talked about classic cars. That was really cool. We always get 100 views now on our coffee stream, which is really cool. So that's sort of the initial two. We've actually always had 100 views on this stream, which is really cool. So over the next couple of weeks, couple of months, I'll be monitoring it, see if we improve or stuff like that. So fingers crossed we keep going in the right direction with this morning chat that we have. We went from doing the morning coffee stream to playing Uncharted. We played Uncharted for 5.5 hours. Like 5.5 hours we freaking played it. And it was good. It was good. It frustrated me again. I don't know what it is with the Uncharted games, but it at the same point in a couple, 2 or 3 of the 4 games, at the same point in the story, it annoys me. It seems like they're dragging something out. and then they put too much emphasis on trying to make you feel a certain way through the character, and it just I just haven't been feeling it. So that really annoyed me. Morning, MS morning. So yeah, that really freaking frustrated me, and I don't know why it just in the Uncharted games. I don't know what it is. Anyway, so we're back on that today. We're going to do 3 hours today. I've actually got a lot of stuff to do today, so I can't sit and do like a 6-hour playthrough. You know what I mean? So what I was going to say is, you can call me Karen. I'll try and remember, dude, but you know, I try trying to remember all the subscribers' names and recognizing them in chat, and then their real names is quite of a tall ask, I think, but I will try. So we streamed and then we streamed Gran Turismo for like just over 2 hours. So we did 8.5 hours or so yesterday. 8.5 hours of streaming yesterday, chat. We lost a subscriber. It's literally days like that I go, okay. Great. But there you go. It happens. It didn't happen before my break, and now that kind of shit happens all the time. So, but it doesn't matter, because I'm going away to America for a month, and I won't be able to play games for a month. So it's going to happen, unfortunately. So close to 2,000, but we'll be further off, I think. I don't think I don't think these streams in the morning bring in new people. I think it's just the people who are already subscribed, I think. Unfortunately, but there we go. Moving on to today, what we're going to do today, we're going to do 3 hours of Uncharted. Pretty sure I have internet in the US. Yeah, I know, but I don't have a PlayStation. I'm going to be staying at friends and stuff like that. Will you be pre-recording any vids before? I haven't actually had time. I've been streaming so much. You know, I've been streaming for 8 to 10 hours a day for the last 2 weeks, and I just haven't. I genuinely thought I would have time, but I just haven't. You know, there was those 3 Gran Turismo videos that I did, and they took 35 hours out of 3 days. It caught me off guard, I would say. Morning, Adam. Morning, Manish. So that's it. That's yeah, sort of caught me off guard. But we're gonna have some real good fun in America. We're gonna have some star guests on the show. When I say star guests, they're just my friends, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. You're gonna see into my life. I'm just gonna become a vlog channel now. That's what I'm gonna try and find some races, some American races. Should we see if I can find some stock car racing and do a couple of videos? That'd be freaking funny, wouldn't it? Some banger cars, maybe some monster trucks. But that's it. No, our coffee streams will continue when we're in America, but that's that. So we're going to do Gran Turismo today. I'm going to get my hair cut. I need to do a couple of things on the computer, setting myself up for the time away. I'm going to make a video saying, you know, this is what's happening on the channel. in the next month. Man, I'm gonna make that such a clickbaity title as well. You better be ready for it. What's up, clown baby? Gonna be like, it's goodbye for now, YouTube. That's what I'm gonna call it. Or like, I'm going. I'm sorry. And have like a picture of me on the thumbnail going sad face. And then this evening, we're gonna do 3 hours of Gran Turismo, and we're gonna do practice for tomorrow's races. So FIA plus there's a special race tomorrow against a driver's room who we raced before. So it's like 8v8, couple of races. It's going to be freaking awesome. So that's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow. If you don't buy a cowboy hat over there, I'll be very disappointed in you. I mean, I went over there. I worked over there for like 5 years. I never bought a cowboy hat. I did ride a horse in Michigan in a Western style. Had the cowboy hat on. That was super fun. That was an interesting week. But yeah, so that's what's going to be today. And then tomorrow is just Gran Turismo. I've got football tryouts in the morning to go to again, like I did last Saturday. So I don't think I'm actually going to finish Uncharted, which is so sad. It's so sad that I'm not going to get to finish Uncharted. I just don't have time. I don't have time. Ah, so sad. So sad. There you go. You're addicted to MotoGP right now? Even in Texas, you don't see many cowboy hats. You got to go right for the Wild West. You got to get right out in that desert, boy. Go right out in that desert. But I'm looking forward to it. The thing is, I'm not going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Going to talk about just general stuff and my going away in tomorrow morning stream. So I won't talk about that anymore now. Weather is crap here again. We always talk about the weather just briefly. It was raining when I got up. I could hear it on my skylight. So there you go. Terrible weather. And so we can talk about gaming now, which is why we're all kind of here. Gaming or cars or whatever it is. So what games are you looking forward to coming out this year or early next year? Or just what games are you interested in? If you watched E3, then it kind of whet your appetite for a couple of the new games. All right, man. Have a good day or night or wherever you are. Ghostwire Tokyo and Cyberpunk, obviously. Okay, we'll talk about Cyberpunk in a little bit. But that Ghostwire, I watched watched it on and off. I don't know what it's about, but it looked freaking cool. It looked freaking cool. I don't know what it's about though. There's an FIA truck racing game. Yeah, apparently. If you follow Team VVV, they do a lot of like upcoming games and trailers and stuff like that for racing games. And yeah, they talked about they've just put up a trailer or a bit of gameplay of that truck game. Interesting. You'll be all over that, Adam. Bus simulation, non-sim racing games, Watchdog Legions, the latest Sniper Ghost Warrior contracts. The Morning Swift The so yeah, how insane. We'll talk about Death Stranding later. Okay, we'll talk about Cyberpunk. How insane does Cyberpunk look? And how insane was it at E3 if you watched it, where freaking Keanu Reeves come out and everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's Keanu! It's Keanu! Oh my god!" It was amazing. Exactly, Keanu. Come on, come on, because he like in the trailer he like knelt down and like the camera saw him, and then people went mental, and then he walked out on stage and people went mental. And then he said something like, "On it, walking the streets in this futuristic town is breathtaking." And then someone from the crowd was like, "You're breathtaking." And then he was like, "No, you're breathtaking." He's such a freaking cool dude, man. He's such a freaking cool dude. Biomutant, I didn't see it at E3, but Cyberpunk looks insane. I think it's basically a excuse me. It's basically a modern version of yes, he is Super Dragon. Yep. Of Grand Theft Auto. Do you think like an insane future? Grand Theft Auto, I guess. It looks insane. The amount of detail, the amount of effort they've gone into making the world immersive and stuff like that is pretty impressive. So, and that is March 2020, I think, is when it's coming out. So, and the thing is as well, like you can already pre-order it, like March 2020. Yeah, Witcher 3. I mean, that's such a freaking massive game, isn't it? As well, it's yeah, they know how to make a game, and the thing is as well, they know how to make a storyline. So that is also going to be a massive part of that game. Thank you for the 10 likes as well, guys. Am I the only one looking forward to Pigeons? What is Pigeon Simulator a real thing? I mean, Goat Simulator was a real thing, wasn't it? I've actually got the PS Store open here to the side. Just see if I can. Cyberpunk. Don't want to watch the trailer. Oh, the 16th of the 4th. And the DLC is reasonably priced. 10 more. Yeah, they know how to do it, don't they? They know how to do it. So here we go. Cyberpunk 2077 is an open world action adventure story set in a night city, a megapolis. Obsessed with power, glamour, and body modification, you play as V, a mercenary outlaw going after a one-of-a-kind implant that is key to immortality. You can customize your character's cyberware, skill set, and playstyle, and explore a vast city where the choices you make shape the story and the world around you. Wowza. 80 gigabyte minimum. 80 gigabyte minimum. It's going to be a massive freaking game. Yeah, CD Projekt. It looks good, people. It looks good. But that's that. 16th of March, 2020. That's what it is. Gods and Monsters. I saw that. By the same people who make Assassin's Creed. A game of my life. Then you got a year to play 24 hours a day. Deathloop, yes. Interesting looking game. Interesting looking game. I haven't seen next week's races. No. So that is Cyberpunk. I think that's going to be, so that's coming out in 2020. That could be 2020 best game of the year. I think that's got massive potential, I think, to win that. The only problem with it is that the new Xbox is coming out next year, right? So Xbox Project Scarlet, I think it's called, which I believe is the next Xbox. So summer of 2020, the new Xbox is going to come out. And then you have, if that's at the start of the summer, let's say, or the end of the summer, whatever it is, then you've got all those months remaining in the year for all these next gen games, which could rival Cyberpunk. So who knows? Who bloody knows? Suzuka GR4 race. So that's front wheel drive cars, probably 24-hour on oh no, that's race B. 24-hour neuro. So that's 2 laps around the Nürburgring. There you go. So if there's anything like GDA, I think it's going to be like that, Super Grip. Yeah, I really do. I think it's going to be insane. I think it's going to be fantastic. That's what it's going to be like. Anyway, the other one that was probably, to me, was the most surprising from E3 was Watch Dogs 3. Now, I haven't played Watch Dogs before. I haven't played either of the first two. But where are you, big boy? Where are you, big boy? I haven't played either of the first two. And apparently they're okay. They're not the greatest, but they're okay. But it looked freaking amazing. It looked freaking amazing. It looked like you had is there a new race or sim game coming? Not that they showed, which is crazy. Played 1 and 2, did get a little bit of repetitive. So what does it say here? Watch Dogs Legion. Build a resistance from virtually anyone as you hack, infiltrate, and fight to take back the near future London that is facing downfall. Welcome to the resistance. Recruit and play as anyone in the city. Everyone you see has a unique backstory, personality, and skill set. That is something that is massive. Every AI character in the game you can recruit to your 20-man squad or something. Every character in the game. So as you're walking through the streets of London, you can just pick anyone. I think that's mad. It's got a similar look to Cyberpunk, to be honest. I think people will buy this and then buy Cyberpunk, I think. Did you ever play it? No, I didn't. It's £8. I watched it play through. I watched the Rad Brad play it through. I think that was the first thing I watched the Rad Brad play. Please tell me, dude, the aliens, Jeff. Yeah, freaking Wreckfest. When is that coming to damn PlayStation? I don't see it in here. Oh, here we go. Look, Grid. The new Grid game. When is that coming out? So Watch Dogs, by the way, is coming out in March, I think. I think it said March. And then Cyberpunk in April. So you can see how people are going to play Watch Dogs. And then when Cyberpunk comes out, because I think they're very going to be very similar games. But there you go. Am I going to play Watch Dogs? Yeah, I think I will. It looks freaking sick. So the new Grid Grid is a racing experience like no other, offering unrivaled moment-to-moment racing. Grid returns with an all-new experience where every race is the chance to choose your own path, create your own story, and conquer the world of motorsport. Which is kind of different from, well, I mean, it's just them saying it, isn't it? But if it's got a really good storyline, that's something that Gran Turismo doesn't have. I don't know what the online community is like with Grid. I have no idea. Take the PS4 with you? No, I'm getting away for a while. I'm getting away for a while, for a month. Take your place in the Grid World Series and fight thrilling wheel-to-wheel battles with the most iconic and desirable race cars, current and classic, from GT through to touring, through to muscle, to stock and super modifieds, in some of the world's most iconic locations. All heightened by rivalries, teammates, and a nemesis driver who will all either try to help or hinder your process. Ooh. Who knows? I mean, that comes out in September. 13th of September that comes out. So, you know, we could be settled somewhere and that could be a game that we smash out, really. There you go. Done. £55 pre-order. But who knows? I mean, I played Grid on the PlayStation, like whenever it came out. You know what I mean? It's who knows? Right, looking at all these games as well, I kind of want to read the Gran Turismo blurb. You know what I mean? See, if we had a computer now, we'd be live streaming, and I could pull up on the computer and then play the trailer while we talk about it. Oh, I'm just technically challenged. I'm sorry, chat. Doom Eternal. Has anyone played the? Well, has anyone played the old Doom, and two played the new Doom? I've played the new Doom. What are your thoughts on the PS5? I haven't seen enough about it, but obviously it's going to be an absolute beast. So apparently it's supposed to be like as good as a streaming computer, basically. Yeah. The only reason I will pre-order stuff is if it gets me a couple of days early access for YouTube. You know what I mean? There's been little bits here and there about the PlayStation 5, not enough to sort of go crazy about. So I played the last Doom. It's actually on my channel somewhere. It's deep in the playlist. It's deep in there. I think it was maybe the second or third game I played on the channel. It's very, very strange watching myself back. You'll pre-order Cyberpunk? Yeah, I know. It really looks good, doesn't it? Grid looks like a reskin. Yeah. Yep. I know exactly what you mean. There was one video, wasn't there, where it was like muscle cars driving around this track, and I was like, oh, I've seen this before. I've seen this before. Doom is insane. It's probably the fastest game that I've ever played. It is so fast paced. I really got into it as well when it first came out. Really freaking got into it. Like I maxed out my level online and stuff like that, and I was pretty damn good. So that comes out November of this year. Definitely play a little bit of that. Maybe we'll go competitive and Doom. How insane would that be? Probably ought to Death Stranding. Yeah, we'll talk about Death Stranding in a bit. Doom. As the Doom Slayer, you return to find Earth has suffered a demonic invasion. raise hell and discover the Slayer's origins and his enduring mission to rip and tear until it's done. It looks pretty freaking cool, dude. It looks insane. Yeah, it's an upgrade from the past one. There is Crash Team Racing, by the way. You can pre-order. It's on PlayStation Store right now. £35. Or you can get the nitrous oxide edition, which is £55 for Crash Team Racing. That was nearly 30 years ago. Damn, dude. Yeah, there's pre-order. Pre-order. 21st of the 6th. Literally 21st. That's a couple of... It's next week, right? Next Friday? It comes out. Yeah, you can pre-order it. It's on PlayStation. I'm looking at it. I love how there's no, like... Crash TM is back in the driver's seat and ready to go full throttle with Crash. It's authentic Crash Team Racing experience plus a whole lot more. Now fully remastered and revved up to the max. Morning, Matthew. Crash Team Racing is next week. Start your engines with the original game modes, characters, tracks, power-ups, weapons, and controls. A lot of fun. Yeah, it looks like online too. What do you get for the 55? Oh my God, what do you, Jesus. If you pre-order the standard edition, you get Crash and Coco racing avatars. You get a theme, you get a bonus digital in-game item, 4 character skins, a different playable cart, you get a playable character. If you buy the big boy version. Yeah, the multiplayer will be interesting. That'll be such a toxic area to play in, won't it? Like, oh, you think you're gonna win? You think you're gonna win? Boom, bomb. I don't even know if there are bombs. Let's just hit on Formula 1 2019 quickly. £55, or you can get a Legends edition that has... Is that Prost and Senna? They have yeah. F1 2019 Legends edition, Senna and Prost. Looks really good. Looks like an improvement on the previous 2018 game. I wish I was here because then we would play it. I'd pre-order it and get the couple of days early access and stream it like a madman. No, yeah, the graphics look like the biggest thing, don't they? Won't be getting. You're gonna have to live vicariously through YouTubers, Super Dragon. Okay, what else is here? What else is here? Sinking City looks pretty interesting. It looks like I don't know what kind of game it is. It's an adventure and investigation game set in an open world inspired by the universe of H.P. Lovecraft, the master of horror. The half-submerged city of Oakmont is gripped by supernatural forces. You're a private investigator, and you have to uncover the truth of what has happened and what has possessed the city and the minds of its inhabitants. Wow. Watch the trailer for that. The Sinking City. It looks pretty cool. It does look pretty freaking cool. You've got a new Final Fantasy coming out. Shadowbringers Edition. Okay, I don't know what that is. I'm not going to click on that. GTR3. What is that? I haven't even heard of that. What is that? Outriders, or is it Outsiders? I'll come on to it in a sec. There's a new. I'm just like scrolling through the games, basically. Wolfenstein. There's a new Wolfenstein game. Youngblood. It's only 25 quid. What? Why is it only 25 quid? Interesting. I've never heard of it. No. Look at it for real. It's a good race game. I don't see it. I don't see it on here, so I can't watch it on here. I'll watch it on my laptop afterward. What's up, Liam? What's up, Paul? GTR 1 was the best. GTR 3, huh? You got the new Madden game. Obviously, around September, all the sports come out. You have Madden, probably the new NBA, probably the new FIFA. I mean, they're always the same, aren't they? Remnant from the Ashes. No, didn't like the look of that. DLC for Monster Hunter, maybe. Borderlands 3, a lot of people are talking about. Ahead of its time, English developer. Oh, I'll have a look at it then. I'll have a look at it. Borderlands 3, yeah, a lot of people are talking about it. I think when is it out for? It's pretty soon, right? September. Borderlands is out in September. Obviously, you've got Borderlands as the PlayStation PS Network's free game this month as well. So if you want to go check out Borderlands, go download it for free and have it as a game forever. Just go download it. I always forget that because when you have PlayStation Plus, you get 2 games free, right? Every month. And even if you just download them or click that you add them to your library, don't download them, then you have them forever. If you don't do it that month, then you don't get that game. So I've downloaded Borderlands. I haven't played it, but Judgment is meant to be out soon, on sale or something. Something you're not super. I mean, it'll be mental. They talk about oh, we have all like 1 billion variations of guns and stuff, and it's like, yeah, that's cool. But if that's what you're basing your game off of, then whatever. You too, Oba. Have a good weekend, man. GTA on PC. Yeah, Super Dragon. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Next up is Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Looks insane. It has the actor from Walking Dead and the Punisher as well. Looks really freaking cool. Really freaking cool. It looks a lot like Wildlands. I never played Wildlands. But any Tom Clancy game is pretty decent, I feel. I played a lot of, oh gosh, I can't remember what Tom Clancy was. I think it was Ghost Recon. Like the first Ghost Recon. I really enjoyed it. That's probably one of the first Tom Clancy games, actually. Been watching Ghost Recon Wildlands streams on Extreme with no hub. Is it pretty interesting, geez? Like that could be a game that I could like properly sweat out on Twitch. I think something for next year, if I get situated and I get sorted and stuff, I think I would want to do my YouTube channel as coffee stream in the morning, and then a racing stream in the day, and then I would want to just leave Twitch because I love playing through story games, but I think that some of the experience for myself from the game is lost because I'm streaming. You know what I mean? So I think with those story ones, I would love to be in a position where I could play it and record and then make videos of it. But I don't have the technology to do that right now. So I think streaming takes a little bit away from the experience of the game, and that's not a bad thing from you guys. It's just that's just how I feel about it. So I think I will talk about this tomorrow as well. I would have this YouTube channel, coffee stream in the morning, and then racing. So whether it's a racing video or a racing stream, and I would want to do like, okay, we're going to spend, let's say, Gran Turismo, we're going to get up to 60,000 driver rating again. Boom, that's a series, and I want to do series. As soon as I do that, I stop playing that for a while, or we could have like a 1 day a week where we do, you know, a certain race, so we can get into those real good consistency and schedules and stuff like that, maybe with our own championship and stuff like that. And then, oh, we're on to the next game, let's go do that. But getting to 60k goes never go well, people stop enjoying it. Yeah, but like the way that we got 10,000 driver rating over the last week, we drove every different type of car. We didn't just sit and go and be all like, you know, we got to focus on this. We changed it up. We did different races. We did stuff like that. And the thing is, if I did that, you could do it in a couple of days, really. Really, you could do it in a couple of days. I got up to, when I first got Jev James, I went from fresh, new to A+ in 3 days. In 3 days, because of the amount of time that I played it, and I had a good track. You know what I mean? Yeah. I totally get you, Paul, and we've talked about it before, and I completely understand it. But I think that would be a cool series if done right. And then you go on to something else. Can we enter a couple of leagues? I don't know. It's stuff like that. And then we go to something else and do all of that. So if the new grid game came out, could we go whole game, like actually focus on it? Because that's something that sort of ruined Project Cars, because we were flip-flopping between the games. I wish I would have just stuck with it and gone, okay, we're doing from the bottom to the top, done. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. So that's something that I'll be looking for. And then Twitch, to like focus in on one genre of game, not to be flip-flopping and doing stuff. So like Ghost Recon could be like, okay, that's what we do Twitch on, and just become very good on Twitch and just do that. Who knows? But going back to this and what we're talking about, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint looks freaking awesome. Hello, tangent. Whoop. But it looks really cool. Obviously, you got the new Call of Duty. does actually interest me. It does actually interest me because it does look like there is a freaking story in it, which obviously was missing from the last Call of Duty. Apparently, they weren't supposed to be doing a Call of Duty this year. They flip-flop between, who is it, Treyarch and Activision? Which one is this one? I think this is Activision. Activision, Blizzard, whatever it is. So Treyarch did last year, and apparently Activision weren't going to do this year, and then it would just flip back to Treyarch the next year. But apparently they've put one together, and we'll see what it's like, basically. We'll see what it's like. Yeah. I'm exactly the same, Clown Baby. I'm exactly the same. I think, the level of story making and could be extremely good. It could be extremely good. And Sledgehammer. So a possibility as well. It's like we could completely sweat out that game. You know what I mean? Go pro in it. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? I just want to know if I've got this job. I've applied for it. I've got the job, but they need to. I haven't heard anything from the visa people yet, so I need to get that visa going. And as soon as I've got the visa, then it's like, okay, I'm working in America for a year. Let's do it. You know what I mean? Black Ops 1 was great. There'll be loads of games rushed out before next gen consoles arrive. Yeah, I think they're all going to be backwards compatible as well. The new consoles. You want the wheel ball? Just ship this. This wheel is just being shipped everywhere. I would if I could. I don't know what I'm going to do when I go to America. I think I'll give it to my brother. My brother streams, so he could actually really, really use it. He does karting, so he's pretty good at it. Black Ops all the time. Zombies got easy. Just die in multiplayer. Yeah. The thing is with the last Call of Duty is that it was so freaking. It was really hard. It's just too fast for me. I've been out of it for so long. Yesterday, I sat down. I started a Twitch stream. I was going to play some PUBG, and I started the Twitch stream, and I sat there and I went, nah, I don't want to do it. I just stopped the stream. I finished out the game. I killed a couple of people. I was coming in from the circle, into the circle. There was a guy walking in front of me. And for whatever reason, there was a building in front of me, but it was open topped. For some reason, he walked up and away from circle. There's nothing to protect you up there, but he's walked up away from circle and he's seen me coming behind and then killed me because of a stupid, a no-brain movement from him. And I'm like, yep, that's why I don't play these games anymore. There's no reason for him to be walking up the stairs and coming back this way. And he got lucky. Anyway, that's why I don't play it. I instantly uninstalled it afterwards. I was really good at World of War. I got really good at that back in the day. Dumb thumb. It's hard, man. It's hard on a controller. I wish I could stream from my Xbox. So I have a freaking Xbox Elite controller that I paid £130 for and literally used twice. My housemate uses it now. Anyway, back on with the games. New Star Wars game looks pretty cool, if you ask me. Looks pretty cool. Star Wars Jedi: The Fallen Order. A galaxy-spanning adventure waits in Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, a third-person action-adventure title from Respawn Entertainment. An abandoned Padawan must complete his training, develop new powerful Force abilities, and master the art of the lightsaber, all while staying one step ahead of the Empire. 3130 for a controller. F me. 130. Yeah, exactly. Well, I thought I was going to stream a lot from Xbox, so I was like, let's buy this controller. It will make me really good. The way that the controller feels in your hand, it feels like you are holding a piece of military equipment. It's so firm. It's so balanced. The sticks are detachable. You can put different ones on. The buttons, you can do the same. It feels like 130 pounds. It feels like it. It really, really freaking does. Obviously, I feel like an idiot now, but use it for Steam games. Yeah, one day. It is worth caps, exactly. But you know, I wouldn't be complaining if I was able to use it. Outer Worlds, was that what someone was saying earlier? It looks interesting. It looks pretty. It's coming out on the 10th, so October, November, December. Final Fantasy VII remake. And finally, we come on to Outriders. I don't know what Outriders is, but there's a game called The Outer Worlds, which looks pretty interesting. And we come on to this. Death Stranding. I have never been so intrigued about a game as I am with Death Stranding. It's just... It just looks so insane. It just looks so insane. Like I wanted to do a reaction video to it, but I still don't know how to get the trailer, because you can't use your game capture card to take from YouTube. You can't do it, and you can't just download people's videos, and there's no trailer on PlayStation Store either. Like, they've got like Norman Reedus from the freaking Walking Dead. They've got Mads Mikkelsen, which is Le Chiffre from James Bond. He's done a couple of other things as well. He's a really good, looks like a really good freaking bad guy. What's up, Max? Good morning. Hideo Kojima comes an all-new genre-defining experience for PlayStation 4. This game is going to be insane. I'm going to say it now. Game of the Year, 2019. Death Stranding. Done. There's a free program on the internet if you... Oh, okay. I don't actually know who he is. I know he's done a lot of stuff. Like, I know he's like a freaking icon in the games world, but I couldn't tell you what he's made. Can you tell me? Good morning, Splinter. Never watched a James Bond movie. Huh. What's up, Gizzit? Good morning. So Death Stranding, brave a world utterly brave a world utterly transformed by the Death Stranding. I don't know what it is. I'm so confused about this game, but I think the confusion is like, why does he have a baby inside of him? Why is he carrying a baby? What are these monsters that are like picking him up or dragging him down into the ground? Carry the disconnect remnants of our future and embark on a journey to reconnect the shattered world one step at a time. Now, I'm just really looking forward to it. It seems like it's like open world and you go to different settlements and doing stuff. A Freaky Friday slot. Mike, good morning. If you haven't seen the latest gameplay trailer of Death Stranding. Go and watch it. It looks insane. It looks insane. I genuinely don't know how to describe the game or how, like, mad. Anyway, that is coming out November. So that's basically November's a weird time for a game, don't you think? Or is it perfect just before Christmas? So everyone plays it, everything's really good, and then a load of people buy it for Christmas. But regardless, that game looks just jizz-worthy, I think, is the word. Madness. He's the guy who made Metal Gear games. The weird zombie one. I played the old Metal Gear Solid games. Phantom Pain. It just... I can't remember playing them. I do remember playing them. I remember having one, and one of my friends borrowed my game and never gave it back. Don't worry, I'm not salty about it or anything. But anyway, those are some really cool freaking games. But once again, we know nothing about, well, unless you like Forza Horizon, you know, you got your Lego DLC you can play. Oh, to be 20 again. A new Splinter Cell, maybe. Did I see that right? I don't know. There might be a new Splinter Cell. Obviously, freaking Tom Clancy again. I don't know. E3 was a bit disappointing, I think. E3 was a little bit disappointing. I think it's because PlayStation weren't there, so there wasn't like, oh, what are Xbox doing? Oh, what are PlayStation doing? Because that's the two main rivals, you know what I mean? Yeah, no Sony. Which, fair play to them. If they're like, yeah, we don't have anything massive, so why not? We've said all we wanted to say. Which is completely acceptable. New Lego Forza looks boring. I think that a lot of people are going to like it. Super GT is going to do a stream on it. I wonder if that's going to get more dislikes. Not than likes, obviously, but more dislikes than usual, just because he's not playing a proper racing game. It'll be interesting to see. Obviously, I won't dislike it. I haven't disliked the video in ages. Oh, he did a stream last night, did he? Obviously, it's your day, isn't it? Yeah. He wasn't impressed. Gamescom. I wonder if my dad's going to work on that. He's worked with Xbox for the last couple of years. That's where I got my chair from. My Xbox chair. Brought it back from Gamescom last 2 years ago. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people dislike Forza, but it's arcadey, so it is what it is. I'm worried about how the car's handling grid as well. Xbox seems to, it's got a weird funk about it recently. Anyway, we're coming into the end of our stream. Nearly 20 likes. Thank you very much, chat. Talked about a lot of good games today. Tomorrow, last coffee stream in this house for a month or so. We're going to talk about moving forward, what the summer has in offer for the channel, etc., etc. So it'll be a pretty interesting one. I'll probably share a lot of my views on how this year has gone so far and where I see our future in my eyes. So it'll be an interesting stream tomorrow. Today we have Uncharted for a couple of hours this morning, and then some practice lobbies for Gran Turismo this evening. And that is going to be it. Thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. Go out, smash your day, or your evening, or your night, whatever it is. Go have some fun. Be happy, be positive, and we will see you in the next one.